Yo, what's up guys, TTarantox here, bringing you guys another one of these WWE pay-per-view predictions videos that I give you guys every single month. This time we're in the month of November, therefore I am doing Survivor Series for 2014. This year it kind of seems a bit lackluster, you know, with Brock Lesnar, well, let me rephrase it, with the two titles being unified and Brock Lesnar being the champion and not really being scheduled to compete for a while. So that sucks, but so far, there are only 5 matches scheduled at the time of recording this, and those are the 2 Survivor Series elimination tag team matches, the Divas Championship match, the Dean Ambrose Bray Wyatt match, and the tag team championship triple threat match. Now, I don't know if they're doing anything for the pre-show per se, which they have to. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. I'm guessing they're just going to have like the whole kickoff show with like Barrett returning and all that jazz. Maybe Barrett's going to end up in the match. Maybe he's back for good, and I'm going to predict that he's going to get into a spat and try to get his Intercontinental title back. I don't know. I know that Ziggler lost it to Eric Rowan, but he can't because Eric Rowan's in the tag team match. So never mind. Just forget about that. I'm not sure what they're going to do for pre-show. Probably just a bunch of clip shows and get like some like irrelevant ass match, maybe involving like Titus O'Neil and Heath Slater. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go and jump into these predictions. Also, you guys know how this works. Whatever I say, let me know if you agree with what I say, or agree with what I say. If you disagree, what are your predictions? Why do you agree with me? Why do you disagree with me? Why do you predict what you predict? Because the conversation is always welcome in the comment section below. But anyway, let's start this off with, I guess, I'm trying to look at these and see which one I want to start with because, yeah, all right, I'm just going to start with the Divas Traditional Survivor Series match. All right, so they have a Divas Traditional Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match, which pits Emma, Naomi, Alicia Fox, and Natalya versus, I forgot her name, Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla. I was just looking at the picture, not reading the names. Anyway, pits them against each other in a traditional Survivor Series Elimination Tag Team match. And one thing I find interesting is apparently they're trying to build Alicia Fox as a face now, because she's on the face team. And yeah, I guess the breakup between her and Paige kind of made that a thing, but doesn't matter. We already know who's going to win this match. It's obvious that the face divas always end up coming out on top for the most part, which is really interesting. There is like barely any heel divas that really come out on top. And plus, just look at the lineup. You have 2 legitimate like athletes on, at least 2. Like I can't really vouch for Emma. I know Alicia Fox is good, but still you got Naomi and Natalya against Paige. Paige is good, and then you have Summer Rae, Layla, and then Cameron. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with you know, the face team, which is Alicia Fox, Natalya, Naomi, and Emma to pick up this victory. Who's gonna be the final survivor? I'm gonna go with Naomi or Emma. I say Naomi because she still needs her push, and then I say Emma just because people kind of underestimate her. So either Naomi or Emma are gonna come through and pick that victory up. Next next match that I want to talk about was the triple threat. Oh wait, it's fatal 4-way actually. I didn't see those guys in the corner. It is a fatal 4-way, excuse me, tag team match for the tag team championships, which is going to be Golden Stardust putting their titles again on the line against the Miz and Damien Mizdow, Los Matadores, and the Usos. Now, this one here, I'm still wanting the Ascension to be called up to the freaking main roster. Therefore, I don't really care who wins this match because it doesn't really matter because the titles just need to get given to the Ascension. But I don't want the Usos to win because they've had it and they've been in the title hunt for way too damn long. Los Matadores, they've always just been the ones that get up there but never win. They were like that since they were like Primo and Epico. Even though when they were Primo and Epico, they had the titles at least once. The Los Matadores, I don't see them with the titles. Golden Stardust, they deserve to lose their titles sometime soon. That'd be great so they can break this team up so we can get something else going in the tag team division. And I think the only choice that I really want to see with these titles, legit, even though I don't really care who wins, I want to see the Miz and Mizdow pick it up. I think Mizdow needs a title. He hasn't had a freaking title in WWE just yet. So give him a tag team title shot. then you can get this whole like this feuding dynamic, because you can have Mizdow pick up the victory in the match, win the titles for him and Miz like constantly like thinking, oh yeah, I won, and then Mizdow is just the stunt double, quote unquote, and then Mizdow gets upset and is just like, you know what, no, we're done with this, because I can do this my own, like I've been doing this all along, and break them up in the long run. But that's super far in the future. A lot of overthinking going on here in my brain, so I'm going to go ahead with Miz and Mizdow to pick up the victory to get the titles, because that'd be amazing. Thing is how WWE doesn't really change titles. It might be just a retaining or Golden Stardust. I don't know just yet. But my money is just going to go on Miz and Mizdow. I've been wrong, and I don't mind being wrong again. Next up, championship match. Divas Championship match. I am ridiculously bad at this right now. Divas Championship match. AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. Obvious. Nikki Bella's on Total Divas. Total Divas don't get the title. Therefore, AJ retains her title. I like Nikki. Nikki's cool and all. But technically, isn't Bree's like maidship, or her, what is she, a servant to Nikki? Isn't that like up at Survivor Series technically like 30 days from the thing? Maybe it's a day after Survivor Series, but I don't know. I feel like Bree is going to end up screwing Nikki, or at least they're going to write it as her screwing Nikki out of the title win or something, or I don't know. But AJ's got this. She's going to win because nobody can pretty much take the title off of her. I think the only person that they can like maybe put to take the title off of her would be somebody that's not on Total Divas, which, since they just added Alicia Fox and Paige to the roster, I don't know. Unless one of the girls leaves Total Divas, like Natalya or Naomi, I don't really see it happening. Maybe they can give us an update and bring back Tamina Snuka, and then Tamina can come back and take the title. That'd be great, because Tamina needs a freaking title. That'd be awesome. But again, overthinking going on in my brain. AJ Lee to retain the title. That is my prediction. And one of the matches that I'm looking forward to the most is the Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt match. Why is that? Because these two guys are they rose pretty damn quickly by, you know, being in the Shield and the Wyatt family respectively, and during, like, I guess the breakups of both of them. I can't really call the Wyatt family breakup. It's more like you just let them go. But I go ahead and put my money on I want to put my money on Ambrose really, like, so much, but I feel like Bray needs this win, even though Ambrose kind of needs this win because he's been screwed up his previous wins at pay-per-views. I don't know right now. I'm like really torn between the two. I just am looking forward to a really awesome match between the two. But if I really had to put my money on it, even though my brain is just saying pick Bray, I really want Dean Ambrose to win. So I'm putting my money on Dean Ambrose to pick up the victory by way of pinfall, either Dirty Deeds or who knows, maybe he'll do a move thief and steal Sister Abigail. You never know. But yeah, I say that because he did this curb stomp on Seth Rollins, or the blackout, whatever you call it nowadays days. Yeah. Bray Wyatt to lose to Dean Ambrose is my prediction. Final match that they have scheduled is the traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match, Team Cena versus Team Authority, which is Ryback, Eric Rowan, Big Show, Ziggler, and Cena versus Seth Rollins, Kane, Rusev, Mark Henry, and Luke Harper. Yeah. Honestly, all right, first off, before I get into the predictions, I legit, like when they were like, yeah, we just need one more member for Team Cena, I would have been so perfectly fine if they were just like, oh, well, Ryback he's still not going to do it, and then you get Randy Orton's music to drop and he joins Team Cena. That would have been one hell of a freaking pop for Randy Orton to be on Cena's team. But I guess that's kind of stacking the deck, since I think Randy Orton is technically undefeated at Survivor Series. I'm not sure if they changed that. I'm not sure if he lost one previously. I don't know. But last time I checked, which might have been like a few years back, he was undefeated at the Survivor Series elimination tag team matches. and the sole survivor at that. So there's that. But my money here, I'm just looking at this lineup, and I'm just like, Authority has the titles, and they have everybody that can come interfere. So therefore, I think the Authority is going to pretty much throw everything they can at Team Cena, and pretty much just to be synonymous with John Cena. Team Cena is going to persevere and prevail because they're super athletes and they're freaking awesome. I don't know. I think the sole survivor, it won't be Cena though. It'll probably be Ryback or Dolph Ziggler, to be 100. I think the first person to get eliminated will be either Eric Rowan or Big Show. And on Team Authority, the last person to get eliminated is probably going to be Seth Rollins, because it always comes down to like the captain over there on the opposing side, on the heel side, if you will. So with that being said, my money is just going to Team Cena. As far as what happens with Team Authority and what happens with the Authority and when, like, where do they go? You know, it'd be pretty damn sick, considering we haven't seen him for almost a month now, since he like came back on WWE.com exclusive app interview or whatever. Brett Maddox, if he just came back and was like, I'm in charge, and like they gave him like full charge, like just let him be in charge, that would be amazing. I'm a fan of Brett Maddox. He is cool with me, and he would have reason to, you know, shift his demeanor, you know, as he was like, you know, back and he was just a crony. He would do whatever they told him to do. But now, since he got fired by him and humiliated by him, he's just like, you know what, I do whatever I want. I'm in charge now. That would be legit. But again, more overthinking happening. Yeah, so I think this pay-per-view is going to be really kind of lackluster. Only reason I say that is because we don't have Brock Lesnar, which is our current reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So that's one title out of the mix, technically two titles out of the mix. Then in this Survivor Series elimination match, we have Rusev and Luke Harper, who both are the United States and Intercontinental Champions respectively. Therefore, there's not going to have another title defense there. So we only have two title defenses, and if they are to change the titles, like at least one title that changed that night, it would be the tag titles. And honestly, it's WWE. They don't really change titles at pay-per-views often, and especially with this being a free pay-per-view, they're probably just going to cater to the audience and give them exactly what they want, which would be Team Cena winning, the good Divas winning, AJ Lee retaining, Dean Ambrose, the face of the thing, winning, and Miz and Mizdow picking up the victory, since people are enamored with Mizdow. So I don't know, but that is my prediction for now. I'm not sure what video I have this audio track on top of. If the match is not over yet, enjoy the rest of the match. If it is, or whatever, just enjoy the rest of the video. TTarantox signing out with this. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button and let me know what your predictions are below. And I'll see you guys at the next predictions video, which will be next month, the month of December, which will be WWE TLC. Yeah. Peace out.
And will this be it? Nikki Bella wins. Nikki Bella wins. Let's go to the highlights here. And here's some highlights from the matchup. Oh, what a spectacular match. And here are just a few.
Here is your winner and new Divas Champion, Nikki Bella.
We have a new champion. Unbelievable. What a match and a new champion. I love the WWE.